No, I don't know to the second one. We have a responsibility to report in the stock, on the stock alert. I'm not familiar with that 5-month review, but if the people aren't reporting, they should be. Yeah. Because this is a free market and people, we're a free market.
Oh my God! What won't these journalists stoop to? Leave the poor lady alone. She is
yellow
dead.
journalism at its fucking worst, man.
God
dude,
damn.
What do these fucking journalists not understand about leave the rich and powerful alone? Like, what the fuck? What message do they not understand?
The past remains in the past for a reason. Don't need to dig it up.
That's right. There's a reason they call her the throat goat. She should be held in high regard like Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, people like that.
Exactly. And look at the presidency of Ronald Reagan. If Hillary Clinton would have stepped up to the plate like Nancy did, I'm just saying things would be a little bit different.
Maybe Bill would have been able to handle everything else.
Damn.
Welcome to Bro Taste This.
Leave us on.
Hello, welcome, beautiful people. What a great way to start off the show. Nothing gets me more going than money. Money. And today, what episode is this? Episode 13, lucky number 13. We are here to give you tips on how to save on money. Introducing today is the one, the only, Juan motherfucking legend.
If you want to save some money, follow Nancy Pelosi's investment portfolio.
People are going to need to save all the money now, especially starting February 1st. Ooh la la.
What's going on February 1st, buddy?
Ooh, boy, have you been out of the news this weekend? We got tornadoes, we got Bezos. I just found out Elon Musk got divorced.
That's what you were worried about? He won Time Magazine Person of the Year.
He may be the Time Person of the Year, but goddamn it, he's a man with a broken heart to me. And no man's greater pain than a broken heart. Speaking of broken things, let's get into it. Let's get into insider trading. If that's not broken, then I don't know what is. You telling me members in Congress, lifers that have been there for 40, 50 years, make a career politicians.
That's right, dude. They're just going in there. They're going on all these committees. They're privy to all this insider corporate information because, they're the ones writing the laws. And also, lobbyists are telling them which way to vote. And they're taking that information and using that to boost their portfolio. They're using that to create dynasty-level wealth so that their kids never have to work a day in their life.
I can't believe the hypocrisy on this. You know what's funny? During the election, when people went out there and voted, it was against the law to lobby for your dude, right? So I couldn't go out there with my pickup truck and my red, white, and blue American flag and petition the people to make America great again because it's against the law. But lawmakers can go sleep with the lobbyist, essentially. They're in bed with each other. Money, the government, pharmaceuticals. But here I am, trying to make America great again.
You're just trying to make an honest buck, You're just trying to make a good, honest living. Good, hard-nosed, lunch pail, real gym rat kind of guy over here.
For $9.99, you can get your own Make America Great Again mask. Now a lot of people are buying Make America Great Again mask because, well, it's an oxymoron. They don't really believe in mask, but they believe in Make America Great Again.
That's how you get them to wear it.
Well, I thought so too.
It's not selling so well.
But I mean, that's what I'm talking about, though. It's malarkey that Congress members can just essentially manipulate the stock market.
Yeah, they can manipulate it to boost their own portfolio.
Mm-hmm.
They, like we said earlier, they're privy to insider information about the most important sectors of the economy. And they go on to take that information and boost their own personal portfolio, whether that be their own or, like in Nancy Pelosi's case, her husband.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember the senator from Georgia who
What, mentioned?
The blonde one who had lost. She was like the blonde rich lady. I think she was Kelly Loeffler, I want to say was her name. She just lost like a year and a half ago. She lost to Reverend Warnock, the pastor who came from literally Martin Luther King's church. And she lost to him.
Wait,
so
where,
this
Kentucky?
In Georgia.
Georgia.
And
Okay.
this Kelly Loeffler, her husband was the director of the New York Stock Exchange.
I see no problem with that.
No, none whatsoever, right? No conflict of interest there.
See, I'm a traditional conservative. You know what I mean? His is his, what hers is hers. As long as there's a happy family, that's all we really need. What she does in her own company is up to them and God. God can only judge.
I like that. That's a very wholesome view. That's a
Uh-huh.
very wholesome view.
And when I'm on the street peddling for cash while Pelosi and all of her grandchildren are in the Bahamas because they manipulated the stock market, I will know that I can hold my head up high because I took the high road.
That's right. You earned an honest living.
Exactly.
Yeah, you were an honest individual.
Honest man living paycheck to paycheck.
Everyone
playing
knows
the
karma
rules.
is real.
Exactly.
Yeah. You'll get paid. Yeah, you'll get your due date.
My kingdom come, if you may. But no, it's crazy. If you look into the Nancy Pelosi insider portfolio report, that was an investigation of what, 5 months?
Yeah, it was 5 months, done by the Insider newspaper or media company, is more accurate nowadays.
No,
I
the
think.
insider is not the same people that do the inside edition, right?
It's like Business Insider.
Oh,
It's the umbrella company that owns them, and a few other different insider media companies. But point is, they ran a 5-month study and investigation on her, and not just her though. It was insider trading in the House of Representatives and the Senate. So basically, anyone in the federal government.
They found about like 150 bad people.
Yeah, they found a lot of people that were breaking current laws, which are already super laxed. But they found a lot of people that were voting on committees where they held personal interests in their portfolio. So it was just an interesting to take a look under the hood of the rotting institutions that we call the American Congress.
Oh yeah, those are those bad hombres and bad muchachas.
Yeah, that's how you say that.
Yeah, muchachas, right?
Yeah, muchachas.
Yeah.
Muchachas. Bad muchachas and muchachos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some bad ones.
That's right. Dude, terrible ones, man. What else were we talking about today, Phil, though? Let's get on to some lighter news, man.
Some lighter news.
You were talking about some... Well, that wasn't light. The terrible stuff that happened in Kentucky.
Oh, we're going to start off with some
Fuck it.
fucking...
Let's just go into it.
Jesus.
We're already there.
Kentucky, the size that we've never seen before, ravaged through, I believe, 4 different states. Started in Kentucky and landed all the way in Illinois. Approximately, I believe, so far, as of right now, as of today's date, 12/16/2021, approximately about 78 dead in just Kentucky alone. That's a lot of people going down. And it's crazy because it destroyed a candle factory, right?
Yeah, I did hear about that one, yeah.
One of the biggest proprietors in that city that it hit in Kentucky, where it started, essentially.
I hear they were a supplier for Bath and Body Works.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that makes sense because in the reports I was reading, they were not allowed to leave the facility
Yeah.
because of the tornado. But now that I know they're direct distributor to Bath and Body Works, it's completely okay because I need my agave berry activated lotion
That's right.
and my guava
Did you get your
lulu.
lavender scrub?
No, but I'm waiting for my guava lulu exfoliator.
That's a good one.
Exactly. And this tornado in Kentucky has kind of put that on hold now for the holiday season. Am I right or am I right? What the hell is going on? You know what I mean? So, like, it's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And I mean, look at what happened in the Amazon warehouse, how the managers wouldn't let the employees leave. I think the manager was looking out for like all his Christmas shoppers, like
That manager
Yeah.
from the Amazon warehouse is pretty much Santa Claus. Saint Nicholas himself.
while the employees were trying to be the Grinch.
Yeah.
You know, what if they were just trying to survive? You know,
He's trying to keep the holiday spirit and glee for the people. For the children.
Yeah.
Think of the children, God damn it.
God damn. I definitely did not cry when I saw that guy's text messages talking about how the Amazon warehouse managers wouldn't.
Did you actually look at the text messages?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It is nuts. It was some employee who was working for Amazon.
It was
and he
a driver.
Texted his girlfriend.
No,
"They
it
won't
was
let
his
us
daughter.
leave." Or okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was his girlfriend. It might be multiple.
You know,
people.
honestly, multiple
be
people,
multiple people, yeah.
sent out different text
Yeah,
messages to
I
their
think,
family.
yeah,
I'm about to die.
that's terrible, dude.
The one in Illinois, it was a delivery distributor driver, right?
Yeah,
Distributor.
a distribution.
He was a distributor.
No, one thing about that Amazon has shown here, they had no idea how many employees that they had in their warehouses when this incident happened, because they use essentially like lax labor laws where they can hire as many independent contractors as possible, so that they technically don't work for Amazon, they work for themselves. And
especially
you know what I
for the
mean?
drivers. Yeah,
like, especially for the drivers,
Yeah.
where they don't have to offer them like real benefits or anything like that. They're kind of like an Uber driver, like essentially glorified. And yeah, like they had no idea how many of those contractors were in there, because Amazon doesn't really keep that accurate or up-to-date tabs on those sort of numbers. Like,
because
up to
technically
date.
speaking, they're not even workers; they're just independent contractors.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't even be technically in their system.
Yeah.
They'd be a third-party system.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's all messed up all around. It's no good. No good for Kentucky way. It hit Arkansas too.
Yeah.
And Illinois.
Speaking of Illinois, did you see that Illinois was going to pass a law where employees were going to have the right to leave their job if they felt that the job conditions were unsafe, and have that job protected? But lobbyists, including lobbyists from Amazon, third-party lobbying groups, lobbied the Illinois congressional body to not approve that law, not pass that, the same week that this incident happened.
See, and that's the funny thing, because like, demographically speaking, Illinois has been a blue state, right?
Yep.
So they've always been about for the people, people's rights, workers' rights.
Well, not
stronger
necessarily,
union.
man. Not all blues are the same, man. And we of all people should know that. Like, we're in the Midwest, you know, we get exposed to different flavors of blue, and we know that not all of them are the same. You know,
But
like
not all of them are the same. But no matter what, you still gotta back the blue. Amen, brother. Amen.
I disagree,
No.
bro. I
Okay.
disagree, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like this
There's some
presidency
bad
of
animals.
anything has shown like why I can totally see people not voting blue, and especially I can just see it why. I can just see why. Like, they put these guys in power, and they want to go up there and like fidget their fingers and pretend that they're fighting. But a lot of people know that like they're really not pushing Cinnamon Mansion like that much at all. They're not making them uncomfortable.
Well, they can't even follow through on the simple student loan forgiveness.
Yeah,
They planned
exactly.
on originally forgiving $50,000, and then that
Joe
moved to
Biden's
$10,000.
promise was 10,000. He, which was already kind of a low bar. It was Warren and Sanders that were talking about either total or 50,000. But yeah, he talked about how he was gonna forgive $10,000 in student loans to essentially people, whoever had them, right? And I mean, I have friends that went to college that have student loans. I'm sure you do as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't seen anything about $10,000 in student loans.
It's crazy because like the national student loan debt, if you look at it, it's like the average is $37,000, dude. That's like a brand new car. That's a down payment in a house. Especially in Biden's economy.
That's a luxury car, dog. That is. I mean, that's a decent luxury car.
And to quote the famous LBJ, education is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. Lyndon bin Johnson, right?
Yeah. That's how that goes.
Lyndon bin Laden Johnson.
That's how that went.
Hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today? Did you know that? You remember that? I learned
Is
that
that
from
because of
history.
Vietnam?
Yeah, that was one of those pro-war songs. Or wait, anti-war songs? I forget.
No, pro-war.
Pro-war, yeah.
Sounds pro-war to me.
Hey,
Yeah, it
hey,
makes-
LBJ, how many kids did you kill the other day? Sounds pro-war, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, but yeah, no, it's no longer a luxury, but a necessity. And education should always be important. You know, now we're talking about education. Juan, educate me in today's selection that you brought in for wine and wine accessories.
Our wine of the day today, we're drinking a Nebbiolo, which is a Italian regional wine. This particular one is called, I mean, none of us are Italian here, but what I would say is Lange, or Lange.
Oh, no. You're not pronouncing it right. It's Linging.
You're right. I didn't do the enough of a difference there. Enough
Enough
of
of
a pitch difference. You know, you gotta.
Linging.
That's right. It's gotta be a climbing and then a valley. But anyways, the point is, this particular grape is known for being like a light red, ruby red grape. It's very floral. It should be a little bit of violet, lilac, also red fruit, strawberries, cherry, things like that. So it should be a really easy drinking wine.
Now, Juan, as we sip away on this drink, tell me, what kind of aromas gives off to you?
Yeah,
Because I'll
let's
tell you
go.
what, for me, I'm getting very strong Dove vibes. Very strong,
Dove, like the soap.
yeah, like
no, I
dish
agree.
soap vibes. Very strong dish soap vibes.
Okay, that's interesting.
I can't tell if it's the cup or if it's the wine, but at this moment, I'm gonna have to go with the wine, just for scientific purposes.
I'm getting honestly a high alcohol content, and it's like burning. I'm not even getting that much of a fruit.
Oh, wow.
Scent.
See, that's surprising. It smells strong enough that it can clean off a duck and an oil spill, but it tastes sweet enough that it could be the perfect holiday drink.
That's right. This thing is really nice, and it is actually not as light as I would have expected. It looks light, but it drinks really dry, and it sucks the moisture right out of your mouth. It has a lot of tannins for a light to medium bodied wine, which is kind of typical of like the Italian and French wines, which is why like they're
Very
fun, you know?
dry, sucks the
Yeah.
moisture and the energy out of people. No,
The
is that not
energy?
what you were? Is that what you meant by Italian?
Are you calling them lazy, or what do you say?
What the hell? We're talking about wine here. Now, what they do in their free time in their own bedroom is up to them, the Italian people. But Juan, we are not to judge. That is let alone to the one and only, the Lord Himself, Jesus Christ. Sorry
Amen,
about
brother.
that.
Amen, brother.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. What are you tasting there, buddy? Give us a breakdown. Give us the old Phil Corral rodeo breakdown.
To piggyback off what Juan was saying earlier, I definitely taste the dryness, the moisture. It's very, very dry, but in a welcoming way. Kind of like when you go see your grandpa and he lets a loose fart. It's dry, it lingers, but his family, you can't be too upset.
You can't make a face.
You can't make a face. You just got to take it. But after you linger a little bit, you get used to it. And it's welcoming. And now, whenever you come near a loose fart, or
You remember Grandpa.
honestly, just get a cup of Linking and remind yourself of Grandpa every time. Because this reminds me of my grandpa. Cheers.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. I'm gonna go ahead and say that I think it tastes. I don't get as much fruit as I thought it was gonna be. I think it tastes more earthy, spicy. Like we said, very drying. So I'm guessing.
You know,
that
funny
this-
enough, if I was to eat my grandpa, I would describe him the same way. Earthy, dry,
spicy, musky,
musky.
a little musky for sure.
A little past due.
Yeah, a little past his prime.
Yeah. But no, I definitely do enjoy the Linguine. What'd you...
Lange.
La Lange.
That's right. Lange Nebbiolo 2019.
The Lange. Where'd you pick this bad boy from?
I got this particular one, from a really underrated store, and I want to see if you've been there. Rigatoni's
Rigatoni's.
near the Dairy Queen in Delavan.
No, I haven't.
Highly recommend. It's.
I lived out there for like 4 years.
I highly recommend it. It's awesome. They have like a deli counter where they offer authentic Italian food.
They have a deli counter in a liquor store.
It's not a liquor store. It has a very small liquor section. It's an Italian store.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an Italian general store, I would call it.
Dude, this whole time I thought that was a laundromat. By the Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
There's a pie shop over there too.
Yeah, it's literally right by the pie shop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's literally right by it. Yeah. But I highly recommend it. I can't say it enough. They have gelato. They have, like I said, homemade Italian food. And they sell it like for catering. They sell it. I remember that they had like prime rib sandwiches.
Oh, they got a deli, they got liquor, they got treats.
It's great, and they had a really fun wine selection. It was only like a little corner of the store, but it was all Italian, like rare-ish wines, like nothing that you can find at like a Quick Trip, Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was all right. It was good, a great spot.
Yeah, exactly, and Italians are known for being festive. And what better way to celebrate an Italian Christmas than to stop on over to Rigatoni's, pick up a bottle of wine, put on that classic DVD of Rocky. I know you have Rocky. If you're Italian, every Italian family needs to own one copy of the Rocky franchise. Doesn't matter which one, because all of them are good. Even the one where the Russian kills Apollo, right?
Yeah, Vlad.
Spoilers, my bad.
Yeah, it's only been 40 years.
My bad, bro, Taste This Universe. I didn't mean to spoil.
Only been 40 years.
That's a badass movie, though. If I ever need inspiration, I put on the Rocky theme, We're Gonna Fly, or something
Dude,
like
fuck that. Just put on some Frank Sinatra. It's
Frank
a little bit
Sinatra?
more universal.
Ooh.
A little bit of Billy Joel, he's not as Italian, but, he's an Italian-American. That counts. He's from Jersey.
Hey, you know what? I bet you if Billy Joel was here, Uptown Girl, right? He sings Uptown Girl, right?
Maybe. I know him for his other songs. Piano Man, Nights in an Italian Restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those.
Scenes from Italian Restaurant.
That's what I said. What do you mean?
You said Italian nights at a restaurant.
No, I don't know.
That's a
you
Subway.
Misheard.
That's a Jimmy John's order.
That's
the Italian nightclub, I think. If you want to go get yourself a good tasting sub, are we sponsored by them here?
No, we don't.
Don't go to Jimmy John's. Go to Cousin Subs. Cousin Subs backs the Bro Tastes universe and everything that we support.
They're much crispier, much cooler. Everyone knows they're the cool guy of the sandwich universe.
Exactly.
The opposite of Subway. No child molesters here.
What do you think that slang? Hey, cuz. Hey, cuz. What's up, cuz?
Why do you think Mexicans are always saying that?
What's up, cuz?
That's what I'm saying. What's up, cuz?
Yeah, it's all about the Cousin Subs.
Dap me up, bro. Dap me up.
Yeah.
Bet.
It's all about that cousin.
Chill.
Yeah, no, definitely good wine though. Good Italian wine. Good strong values. Good taste.
Strong family values.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about
the news, right? We're all about the news. Everyone just talks about the news. Hey, you know what? Honestly, I love it because it makes my job easier. Because I, unlike most media outlets, support and love the news. Free journalism. Juan, while I was doing some news research, I learned that Paul McCartney died in 1968. Real news. Real news.
What?
None of this fake news bullshit.
He's been alive. What the fuck are you talking about?
See, that's what the QAnon wants you to believe. I've been down different paths of... let's get to the real news here.
You've been down different internet rabbit holes this week.
Let's get to the real news here. Sorry about that, folks. Weekly news. Let's start off on a high note for our corporate overlords listening over at Spotify. Hello. The Biden administration announced over the weekend that the student loan debt will be coming back. What the press secretary, Jennifer
Psaki.
Her name is pronounced Psaki? There's a P in it.
Go on.
go on. I wish I can go on. I would love to go on many dates. Jennifer Psaki, the White House press secretary, released a comment or a statement on the student loan issue. In the coming weeks, we will release more details about our plans. We will engage directly with federal student loan borrowers to ensure that they have the resources they need and are in the appropriate repayment plan. We are still assessing the impact of the Omicron variant. A smooth transition into repayment is a high priority for the administration. The Department of Education is already communicating with borrowers to help them prepare for the return of repayment on February 1st. About approximately 41 million borrowers have benefited from the extended student loan payment pause, but it expires February 1st. So, as of right now, we are just making a range of preparations. And that was a end-by-end quote by Jennifer Psaki. And you know what? Not that we brought that up into the news segment and all this stuff. Let's talk to the real news. Talk to the real folks, what they want to know. Who did you prefer last? Or better, the previous press secretary or this one? Because the previous one was like that blonde chick, right? What was her name?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking
Yes, this one, by far, no doubt.
What?
This one seems like like she could easily slip into the role of like a fun, kooky art teacher, while the last one could have slipped into the role of Shrek. Yeah, so no doubt.
A persuasive ogre? Is that what you mean by Shrek? A compassionate, persuasive ogre?
Yeah. I mean, still an ogre at the end of the day. I'm just saying, she had a weird look and aura to her.
See, that's like I've been saying throughout this whole episode. We cannot be judging people by their appearances anymore. Only God can. What we can judge them is by their financial portfolio. And Nancy Pelosi, step down. Nancy Pelosi, tear down this wall.
You son of a bitch, you're such a weirdo.
That was a reference to the infamous, what is that, Ronald Reagan? Oh my God, that is Ronald Reagan, ain't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Actually.
Grogovich, tear down that wall, Grogovich.
Dude, speaking of Reagan and people who are trending, this week Abby Shapiro tweeted a picture of...
Abby Shapiro,
yeah.
One of the
Ben
influential figures
Yeah, that's right.
of the Conservative Party?
That's right.
What did the Queen Abby Shapiro say?
Ben Shapiro's sister, Abby Shapiro, posted or was tweeting about how Madonna, the pop singer, whose job has been for decades to sell a sexy like figure / image.
Yeah, because pop entertainment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Hollywood
Literally
wants.
A pop star.
Sex, and sex.
Yeah, people only think with their dicks or their pants.
Oh yeah.
For the most part, a lot of people, right? She tweeted a picture on Twitter about how Madonna was, kind of looking slutty for age 67, and then posted a picture of...
That's what that was?
That's right, of our Lord and Savior, Miss Nancy Reagan.
Dude,
I definitely... At the same age of 67. And, Nancy Reagan was in a business casual attire while Madonna was in a bikini trying to look sexy.
I deadass saw what you're talking about, and I completely misread it. I thought she was announcing Madonna. She was going to be launching her OnlyFans. And I was like, yes. Because the picture she posted, she's on the bed, right, with the lingerie. She's 63. She's looking like a fierce, mature cougar.
Dude, she was looking like a baddie.
Like a baddie. See what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, for 63, goddamn, like...
So Shapiro, Abby, right?
Yeah,
Abigail.
Yeah, she, she was just trying to shame her about how...
Comparing Nancy Reagan,
who was... Madonna's whole image has been, like, the sexy woman, like the sexy dominatrix type woman. But Abby Shapiro is over here trying to pretend she's too dumb to notice that, so she's trying to use it to score some cheap political points. And she posted that, and the whole internet came after her because, they reminded her that Nancy Reagan was known for being the throat goat of the MGMT studio filming lot, where she was literally rumored to be incredibly skilled at the oral dark arts, if I may say so myself.
You son of a bitch. How dare you deflower, defame, drag poor Nancy Reagan's name through the mud like that. The former First Lady of arguably one of the greatest presidents in United States history.
How do you think she met him?
Oh my. Now I'm fuming. I am fuming. I am firing at all cylinders. Angry.
Well, don't get mad at me, man. Like, Ronnie was hate fucking something.
Well, I mean, technically Ronald Reagan was a movie star to start off, right?
Yeah, that's how they met each other.
At the MGM studios?
Yeah, MGMT lot, yeah.
Ooh. Well, you know what? Think about this.
This part went out for good old Queen Nancy.
Queen Nancy.
At the front of the sexual liberation movement without even knowing it.
Supporting the French cause without even being French. God bless her.
God bless her.
See, I mean, honestly, and you know what? I'm not trying to be sexist here. So I want to address this to the ladies and to the gentlemen out there. If you're trying to keep your man happy, or even your lady happy, you gotta go down. You gotta give it up.
You gotta master the oral arts.
You gotta master the dark arts. Just say yes.
Yeah.
You gotta do what Reagan was doing. Just say yes.
Yes.
Say no to drugs. Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay.
Drugs are bad. Okay. But blowjobs aren't that bad. It was blowjobs, right? I don't want to jump to conclusions.
I mean, for Nancy in particular, I would call them throat jobs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe a uvula job. Esophagus.
You know, honestly, as much support and loving and a great life she was providing Ronald Reagan, funny enough, Nancy Reagan provided a bunch of kids with the opportunity, the Dare Club. The same opportunity, not directly in the same manner.
She started Dare?
Yeah.
Are you fucking around?
No, I swear to God, she started Dare.
No wonder that shit was so ineffective. Only Reagan era programs would be that ineffective they would like literally cause the opposite of what they're going for.
I hope you burn in hell. First, for disgracing the
only
sweet
cool
name.
thing about the Dare program was the sweet little cute Dare Lion. I always felt bad that he was associated with such a shitty campaign.
The Dare line was a line because he was brave enough to say no.
Yeah, I know. He had a cute look to him, but, you know, the rest of that campaign was pretty garbage. And I mean, like...
Were you ever part of the Dare Club?
Were you?
Yeah, I was, actually.
Was there a Dare Club at your school?
Yeah, there was. Out in, over in Clinton Way, middle school. Part of it in 6th grade.
Go on, tell me what happened. Where did they touch you?
It was literally just after school activities. Mostly either making ants on a log or Oreos and gummy worms. What are they called? They used to call it Earth Sunday or Dirt Sunday or some shit.
Mud pie or something.
Mud pie,
like that. Yeah.
stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what Dare was used for, just making sweet snacks for American kids. It was great though. Honestly, I never knew what ants in the log were.
Sponsored by Nestle. That's probably how that fucking program worked.
Probably.
They're feeding you that much like sugary shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's either they feed you sugary shit or they feed you drugs. I prefer the first one.
I guess.
The first one.
I guess. People have said that sugar and salt are just as addicting as some drugs.
That is true.
And, I mean, you could say that they're also really bad for our health.
Yep. And those are the same people profiting of the illness that they are pumping into America. And nobody is speaking up about that. Because, I mean, what can you do? We owe a bunch of money to the federal government to better ourselves for education, to get ourselves into a position where we can be like Nancy Pelosi, where we can be like Donald Trump, to own a bunch of money and do insider trading ourselves, because that's what the American dream is. To reach a position of power where you have the inside sources to manipulate the financial gain for your name and family legacy. And that's what I'm trying to get at here, folks, because whatever we were doing before, it's not cutting it. We used to believe that...
We need more lying. We need more cheating.
More cheating.
More stealing.
More scamming.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly.
More conning.
More conning. And I think I come up with the best con.
What is it?
When I was doing research for the news, I came across this South Dakota entertainment, if you may. You ever seen Gladiator, the movie?
I love that movie.
Exactly. Ridley Scott. Good movie, right?
Are you not entertained?
Exactly.
Yes.
Are you not entertained? Well, South Dakota tried to do their own little gladiator thing with the education system, funny enough. South Dakota, Sioux Stampede in Sioux Fall. They had the Junior Hockey League game there. They had on Saturday, the inaugural... Did I say that right?
Yeah. Inaugural.
Okay, good. Because I said it wrong multiple times before, and people be looking at me weird.
No, you're good. Inaugural.
The inaugural Dash for Cash. See, I'm already liking this already. Dash for Cash is a promotion where they randomly selected 10 teachers out of a pool of 31 for a chance to compete and for an opportunity to win $5,000. Now, here's the catch. So, the participants, it's a hockey game, right? So they bring out a carpet and the center of the ice.
They were like the halftime show, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The spectacle, the entertainment for the folks. Did you see the video?
I have, yeah.
It's nuts.
They were like stuffing their oversized T-shirts. Yeah,
and
long.
What's nuts about that? The reaction from the fans. They were going crazy. They're like, whoa, woo, yeah, woo.
We're so retarded sometimes. We're so dumb sometimes.
But that's entertainment, baby. Baby, that's entertainment. That's what I'm talking about right there. And that's what gets America going. A tale of retribution. We see these teachers on their knees groveling for a chance to get $5,000.
Some of that sweet mortgage union money.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Delicious. And it's a beautiful story, right? You got a layer of competition. You got a tale of redemption. You got a sense or even a note of real dependency.
Capitalism.
If I don't take or stuff enough dollar bills down my shirt, how am I going to provide the supplies for my children, for my classroom? See, that's the type of intensity that every good story has. Game of Thrones. Look at Game of Thrones.
Squid Games.
Boom. All those are good stories because they deal with financial ruin, someone trying to make their life better, and an audience looking in from the outside. Because our lives may be bad, but it's never going to be bad as a teacher's. Is that not the takeaway you took from that?
God damn.
All right. Are you giving me some weird looks when I was going on about this? So I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
I mean, I wouldn't have said that that's the same take I took away from that, but
annually speaking,
think things.
South Dakota, the average teacher makes about $47,000. They are the second lowest paid in the country, right behind Mississippi for educators. Now that's crazy because legally I'm not allowed to say where I'm working, but where I'm working now is I make nearly, I can't believe it, I'm close to doubling. If I stay there, career, go corporate and all this stuff. It's nonsense. A factory worker should not be making the equivalent of a 10-year teacher in some of these states. Yeah. Because, I gave it a shot at teaching myself. I crossed the country. I crossed the Little Sea myself. Taught some kids, went to school. And I'll tell you what, you need to give these teachers the appropriate resources and equipment to teach these kids, to enrich these kids. Because All these kids are individuals, and they're all different.
Yeah.
They all need to be molded different. They all need their own special attention and whatnot. We either do that way, we focus on education, or B, we go the complete opposite way. And we teach those kids to start learning faster hand reactions, to start grabbing things quicker, to prepare them
So that
for
the
the
machines
games.
don't cut off their fingers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We need to drone in these kids that no matter where you go, financial debt's going to follow you. If you try to better your life, you're going to land in financial ruin by the corporate system. Or B, I mean, you can start becoming a independent worker, a delivery driver, independent distribution driver even, and try to make money that way. Try to be your own boss. And just God forbid that a tornado comes. Because if a tornado comes, well, then there we go. No more pension, no more nothing.
Your ass is grass. That's what I'm saying, man. Your ass is going to be grass. And just like with this other news story we're about to talk about.
Another one.
Have you been keeping up? Today's going to be a little bit more of our current events episode.
In the name of, in the words of the famous DJ Khaled, another one. Another one.
You son of a bitch.
All we do is wait, another one.
Have you been keeping up with the new 21st century of the Cold War that we've been living through? And specifically the rivalry brewing between China and the United States.
I thought you were talking about the rivalry, the online Twitter rivalry between Wendy's and any other fast food company out there.
No.
That's a different Cold War?
That's a different Cold War. Different
Okay.
Cold War. Much more important than that one. That one is... We're trying to pay attention to that one. This other one I'm about to describe is much less important.
This is low key. This is about to be bubbling. It's about to be
Yeah.
very trendy, very hip, very consumable on TikTok, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
All your favorite TikTokers are talking about
I'm
this.
going to be talking about the Cold War.
That's right. But anyways, what I'm talking about is how the United States and China have been posturing about getting more aggressive towards each other, either militarily or through trade sanctions and things like that, all over the issue of Taiwan. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that. Would you send your kid to war or your daughter to war over, Taiwan or something? Yeah, are you familiar with that issue, my man?
I saw something over the weekend that China and Russia agreed in a partnership to counteract the Western pressure or something, NATO or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're teaming up because, Western countries a lot of the times will interject all over the globe under the guise of democracy and things like freedoms and shit like that, but they'll insert their own little puppet dictator where they'll be really friendly towards international business, specifically Western or American businesses. And yeah, so, I mean, I don't want to say that, like, what they're saying is right, but it's believable. It's plausible to a lot of other countries. You know what I mean? So the fact that they kind of have a leg to stand on makes other countries, like, entertain what they're saying.
And you're asking me if I believe that if I had a child, I'd be ready to send my child
to Taiwan.
To Taiwan. Isn't Taiwan part of China? Isn't that what the NFL said? I go by what the NFL says. So if I'm either going over there to support China, or I'm going over there to support Taiwan.
Yeah, that's kind of what the Taiwanese want you to do, right? Because they want to be an independent state and
like Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Hong Kong became independent, right?
Yeah.
Or did they get swallowed up by China too?
They kind of are, yeah.
They are getting swallowed up.
Swallowed up, yeah.
I remember in May they passed a bill saying that if you're trying to be the governor or the mayor or the body government for Hong Kong, you have to be approved via China.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to be their head executive state or executive officer, you have to be approved by China. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that any of these things are good, bad, anything. I'm not making a value judgment. I'm just saying these are the things that are happening over there.
And what I'm going to present to you is a solution. Hear me out. China, big bad wolf of the Middle East. Not the Middle East, the Far East, right?
Yeah.
How do we combat them? children. We are lowering the
Luring.
lowering.
Okay.
Because lure is like a bait,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Lowering
Yeah, you're right.
is decreasing.
Okay. I thought you were talking about a different word, but go on.
We are decreasing the age limit to legally work in America, right? So if we're doing that already,
That's only Wisconsin, but yes.
fuck it. Let's do it for all the states in America. And not just to work, but for military service. And bada bing, a bada boom. We send the next generation,
The 12-year-old.
the future. We send the future
13-year-old.
to fight China.
Yeah.
And you know why? Who else is better navigating through TikTok, through social media? And China, they love their media and technology. Shit, honestly, the next World War, it's probably going to be done through esports and sponsored by fucking...
Microsoft or Apple.
Yeah. Well, definitely Microsoft.
Yeah.
Definitely be... That was a joke, because Microsoft is sponsored by the devil.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to that, motherfucker. So would it be...
The following opinions and expressions do not support the Bro Tastes Network.
This is only a part of an individual's opinion. This has nothing to do with the network's opinion.
Folks, we're characters. We're character action right now. This is all a bit. But in all seriousness, we need to send kids to China to fight the Chinese. God dang it.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to be able to keep up, dude. Like, as many soldiers as they're going to be able to provide.
Dude, okay. You know me. I'm an international man. I knew of China and the prison camps, essentially. My apologies to the CCP. Forgive me. The re-education camps located in China. I knew about that in 2015. I was like, why are we not doing anything about this?
Yeah.
And now, throughout the years, more pressure has come. And now, they signed a deal with Russia to be allies. See, I looked the other way when they came and took John Cena. I looked the other way when they came and took LeBron James. I looked the other way when they banned Winnie the Pooh. But god damn it, will I not be a fool and stand here and keep my mouth shut anymore once China partners up with Russia. Now we stand up and we fight back. Best way to fight back? We send our kids. We send the next generation. Thank you, folks.
So it's safe to say you would send your kid?
I would send my kid. I would send my kid's friend. I would send their brothers. I would send their sisters. If they had any nephews and nieces, I would send them all. Clash of Clans.
Fuck the next generation. Send them all.
If they just do what they do on Clash of Clans to China.
I'm not familiar with that. Can you break that down?
Clash of Clans?
Yeah.
That mobile game?
I know it's a mobile game, but I don't know what the principle or mechanism you're talking about is.
Honestly, as I think about how to explain this, it sounds more like an industrial complex by Dick Cheney. See, what you do is you go over there, you go to a foreign land, and you set up shop, and you build supplies, and then you import and export, and you eventually build a system so strong and sufficient enough that you have to invade other nearby strongholds to collect their resources. Clash of Clans. Or Clash of the CCP.
Clash of the CCP? What the fuck?
The China Communist Party?
No, I know that, but
What? Are you pro-China in this?
I'm not pro-China. I'm just pro not the next Afghanistan.
And don't get me wrong.
Pro not the next Vietnam, literally 5 years after we were getting out of the last one.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want my what I'm about to say be viewed as anti-Zionist. Zion is Chinese, right?
No. Zionist is used for Jewish people. Or for people that are pro the Israeli state.
Well, I don't want to be anti-Zodiac Dragon, but I believe that it's not the Chinese people fault, but the government of China. Like America.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most of the population.
Look at like we were talking about earlier, the police system.
Yeah.
The police system itself bad. But the people, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some bad apples in there, like in China
Yeah.
and like in America, right? But, and don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm pro-China. I love Kung Fu Panda. I
You're
read
a big orange chicken guy.
sweet and sour even,
Yes.
if you may.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm all pro that, right?
Yeah. Loves the soy sauce.
I love my firecrackers come New Year's, right? I
Yeah,
love,
of course.
yeah. So, my issue isn't with the Chinese people; it's with the government of China, the CCP.
What would
China
that
Communist
issue be
Party.
then?
The fact that they're re-educating forcefully thousands, at this point, millions of Uyghur Muslims.
Uyghur.
Or I think they're pronounced
Uyghur.
Uyghur. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Uyghur. It's Uyghur, yeah.
It has a W sound for whatever
yeah.
reason. But yeah, for the people who aren't aware, China has been reportedly holding what you would call here, re-education / torture camps.
Or
in-
what we used back in the 40s.
Internment camps.
Internment camps.
Yeah, literally.
Beautiful,
Internment camps. What the Americans did to the Japanese, the Chinese are doing to their own Muslim minority inside of China.
The Uyghurs.
Yes, and they'll see the thing that sucks though is to the Chinese they use like the fact that we the West, the liberal open democracy West, essentially enacted a surveillance state on our population, and that we opened up prisons and dark sites like Guantanamo where we sent off like anybody who once perhaps ran into somebody who looked shady and they're from a foreign country, oh well, they have no rights. Their parents are from a foreign country, oh well, they have no rights. It doesn't matter. They're going to go to this little island in Cuba and we're going to rape them and we're going to stick shit down their throat.
Who the hell is saying this?
It does. What do you mean? These are reports that have come out. This is a thing that we as a country, that our government did.
Give me my phone. I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm about to tweet this. I am pissed. I'm about to tweet at China for quit spreading slanderous lies. I'm gonna tweet at President Bush asking him if this is true. Tweet, is Dick Cheney still alive? If not, I'll tweet his daughter. I know she's still alive.
Liz is still alive, yeah.
God damn right she is. But
Yeah,
I mean, all jokes aside, send the kids.
So they use justifications like that, man, like to pull off these moves that are clearly much more authoritarian. There's no denying that, like I've heard that they send agents of the party into Uyghur homes where they essentially like.
That's Operation. They have the name for that. It's either Foxtrot or Big Brother or something. So pretty much what you're talking about is that the families that had Uyghur Muslims families, the men, the father, are sent to prison, and what happens is China sends someone, a government official, to kind of indoctrinate them to their belief political system.
Yeah.
And pretty much all the cases and instances that this has happened, they are forcibly sleeping in bed with the wife, teaching the kids pretty much their stepdaddy.
Yeah, they're like trying
a government baby daddy.
Yeah, they're trying to dissuade the family away from the faith and religion they practice, which is Islam. They're literally trying to push the family to not name their kids names that are a little bit more familiar with the Islamic religion, like Muhammad and things like that. They don't want you to name your kid that. Like, they literally dissuade you and try to get you to change your name if that is your current name. Mm-hmm. I've heard of them shaving people's beards off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a terrible it's a terrible, scary situation, man. But I mean, would you
what do you do though? What do you do?
I was gonna say even with all that going on, do you think you would honestly send your kids or your nieces, your nephews, like the jokes aside that we were telling earlier?
Honestly, in this dystopian future that we were just commenting on, those teachers scrambling around for money, the dystopian future is that we're going to have to send our children and probably their children as cannon fodder for the upcoming wars. Unless the viewers at home, like you, donate to the Bro Tastes Patreon so we don't have to send our children to war. We're going to send our children to the White House so we can get insider trading done. So we can avoid wars. So we can send children's children out there. Not mine and not theirs, but other people's children. And with the support of listeners and viewers like you, we can achieve a future like that. So,
hey, at least we're fucking honest.
Yeah.
At least we're telling you what we want to do with that money.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nancy Pelosi's up there. It's a free market.
It's
a free market economy.
Yeah. She's over here telling us she's serving us and serving the public. Mm-hmm. More like she's serving the Pelosi dynasty.
Exactly. But yeah, dude, I mean, if it came down to it, yeah, send my kid. Send him.
Send him?
Send him. It'd be like a Mulan situation, right? Like, I would step up and be like, no, son, you can't do this. And then he would be like, Father, you're too old. You're too feeble, old man. Please. And then I would have to sit there and watch my son go into battle. But it's going to be the metaverse. It's going to be virtual battling. So, you know,
it'll be like Yu-Gi-Oh! Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
know? Or like the Ready Player One bullshit.
Yeah. You just play the Dark Magician ones, you know, Blue-Eyed White Dragon ones.
If you get hurt in the virtual world, you die in the real world or something.
You just pay for more lives.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's how that's gonna work. Pay to play.
And that's what we need from you. The help from viewers like you. Pay for play. Thank you, folks.
Yo, honestly though, rate and subscribe the podcast. If you're a fan, hit the thumbs up, hit 5 stars, whatever the app you're on gives you as the highest, option to rate the podcast. That hasn't been something we do a lot, that we like.
You guys don't talk about smashing the subscribe button?
Yeah, we don't say smash that subscribe button or anything like that all that much. We're not here begging a lot. But it does help with reaching other viewers, getting some eyeballs on you, and honestly just growing the pod, growing the community. And I feel like that's definitely something we want to start pushing out there.
And you know what, Juan? This is a good moment to let the viewers into the behind the workings of Bro Tastes right now as we speak. What are some goals in future you hope for this program, for this market to reach? Because can I be honest with you?
Yeah, please do.
What I want for Bro Tastes to eventually reach, I want Bro Tastes to eventually reach the ears of the Uyghur Muslim prisoners in China to give them a better hope and a better future.
That's an aspirational view right there. That
even if they left China, America's no different.
Okay. You son of a bitch.
So eventually
I took a left turn.
But I'm all about a better future and a better hope. And the best way to do that is to support, subscribe, rate, and let your friends, family know. And your enemies, too. Let them all know. How about you, Juan? How about some final notes? Let's ring this one in. This has been a
Let's bring
banger.
This one home, buddy. Final notes on the wine.
Mm-hmm. And quick recap on the wine. It's the Italian wine.
It's a Lange Nebbiolo 2019. Like we said earlier, it is the Nebbiolo region. It comes from the Nebbia grape. It is a very light ruby red grape. It is very, you want to say medium bodied, but to me it drank pretty heavy. Personally, I don't know.
Looking at the bottle, the alcohol volume is what, 14%.
Yeah,
it doesn't even taste that strong. Yeah. That's how nice it is.
It smells. I can't get that much fruit on the nose because all I smelled is the alcohol. I'm not gonna lie, but the taste of the wine was very solid. I would give it a 4.2 out of 5. A
4.2 bros out of 5?
That's right, 4.2 bros out of 5.
Wow.
Cheers, brother.
And for using the bro rating system, metric scale,
yep,
I will have to give this one
and that's a sharp 4.2, not a flat. Very important.
I'm going to have to give this one a solid 3 bros out of bros.
3 bros out of 5 bros, or
yeah,
how
three
many bros?
3 bros out of 3 bros out of bros. Is that what I said?
Yeah, that's what you said.
It's a strong wine. You see what I mean?
Yeah. What's
it's 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's a good wine. It tastes good enough, but it doesn't
It's
fully
leaving it-
execute
yeah.
at the end. It kind of undersells the delivery of it,
Yeah.
but it's a good impressional wine if I'm trying to get drunk because it's a high body alcohol of
Yeah.
14%. So, if you're a young 21-year-old, it's got you turn your birthday, you turn 21, you're trying to go out there, have fun with your friends and all this stuff.
Yeah. this
Get a
would be-
bottle of Langingi.
Yeah. Lange.
Lange? Not
Langi.
Langingi?
It's not Langini, that's for sure, but Lange, it's Langhe. So Lange, something like that. Lange, something like that. We don't know. We don't fucking know. And we're over here pretending at the end of the day.
Exactly. You gotta fake until you make it, baby. And one thing that's not faking right now is the delicious flavors and natural taste in the Lange Nebbiolo. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Nebbiolo.
Nebbiolo.
2019 bottle. That, folks, if you want something true and bold, look no further than that. How much did it cost you?
This one was
What,
$22.
22?
What do you think?
I thought with a bold taste like that and strong. And,
Tell me where
18
it fell
bucks. I
short
thought it was.
on
I
you,
thought.
though. Tell me where it fell short for you.
Honestly, the dryness is just the fact that brings me back to my grandpa.
Okay.
If it didn't remind me of a loose fart, I would have given it
a
5
higher rating.
bros out of 5 bros.
Yeah.
But
I was-
as a man that has eaten butt before, I'm a butt man.
You're an ass guy?
Ass guy.
You
Yeah.
like to eat the booty?
I don't want to be crass and,
You-
and call it ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And as a fan of butts,
Eat it like
I
it's
feel
groceries.
I feel like this should have lived up to that 5 out of 5 bros, but it was only met me at 3.
You know what? I was gonna say it did fall short on not being fruity enough. It was high. It was acidic, spicy, and honestly, those are the dominant and secondary notes. And there's not much fruit or as much floral notes going on. Like it's even on the nose. Like I said, it's very high.
Too
alcohol.
masculine if you think about it.
It's
Very masculine wine.
Yeah, you know what? They could have toned it down. They could have relaxed a little bit. Well,
What is this, a product of Italy?
Es que, mijo, estaban enojados cuando andaban haciendo la salsa.
Híjole.
Es lo que pasó. Whoever the winemaker here was must have been pissed off when they were making it. The wifey the day before must have,
We gotta change that culture. We brown Mexican and Italian men must change our machismo bravado culture. From now on, I won't be saying table in Spanish, mesa. I'll be saying mesalo. That's the unisex version of everything.
Shut the hell up. That is not.
Mesalo.
Everyone knows the unisex version is mesekis, you douchebag.
Mesekis. Dos mesekis.
Just like Latin X, you fucking asshole misogynist.
Hey,
douchebag.
they dropped that.
What?
I'm pretty sure Mexico dropped that. So the president came out and said we're not being identified as Latinx.
Damn, I didn't get that DNC email.
You didn't get the email?
No, fuck. I gotta log in again.
Shit.
Damn.
No.
Anyways, send us off home, buddy. Any final
us off home.
statements?
God damn, this is Yeah, no. The final statements, closing statements for today's episode. Definitely focus on
Focus on the family, people. It's a holiday season. It's a holiday season out there.
Mm-hmm.
You never know how long your family's gonna be around, especially in uncertain times like these.
You know what? Thank you for bringing that up. Exactly. And family is more important right now. And if you're working for some evil overlord company that's telling you to remain inside the facilities while there's a natural disaster going on outside,
Fucking hit him with a chair.
You
What
should-
the hell?
you should probably question if they're looking out for you and your family.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, that motherfucker.
Give them the old stunner.
Give him the old Stone Cold stunner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And let's end on that note. Let's end on the good positive note.
Thank you for listening, everyone. It's honestly been a really fun project that we're running over here. It's fun. It's ever changing. It's very dynamic.
And folks, if you get tired of it, remember, we're not doing this for ourselves. We're doing this for you. and get used to it, because we're not leaving.
We're not going anywhere.
No, we're
We're
not.
gonna hit like episode 1000. We don't care if you're not listening.
Uh-huh.
Just kidding. We care a little bit, but
Please rate and review. I need to send my kids to the White House. Please, please, please
we
do
need
it.
to get in on that insider trading money. We need to get those connections.
Brady, please.
Nancy, if you're listening, call me.